I'm Wobusobozi Patrick, son of the late Herbert Kasangaki, just from Kisita village, 2 miles from Masindi town here, Kolping, and that's where my home is. Formerly a civil servant working with Mulago Hospital and retired 1 year ago from Mulago Hospital. I was born here in Masindi district. Studied from here my primary school, went to Soga College Muiri, Makerere University and the others. Then worked for some time with an NGO called Uganda Reproductive Health Bureau as a national coordinator. Then worked in Mulago Hospital in administration as a manager. And most of my time has been Masindi, Kampala. Because Masindi is my home. I love home. And Masindi is an old district, among the first old districts in Uganda. I started planning early, long time ago, 15 years ago. You know, when you're retiring, you don't need to think about it in the last year. You need to start early enough. So 15 years ago, I started planning for my retirement. I have a home, my family. Most of my children are out of school. So one of the things among others, apart from being a farmer, I rear goats, sugarcane plantation, I'm a farmer. I said, what else can I do? Because I felt, as I retire, I looked at myself. I'm still very strong. I don't have any illness that disturbs me. And I feel very strong. So I asked myself, what else can I do? To me, I thought retirement age is too young for a person like me. But I didn't want to continue in the civil service. I wanted to change. So I said, apart from other duties, personal responsibilities, I can add a stone, a brick, on my district. I said, let me look around. I looked around, I consulted people in the home district. They said, no. One, I have built the district through capacity building of younger people. I have a number of people from Masindi here who have managed to go through my hands in medical courses, and they have got employed. They are in Kirudu, Kawempe, Mulago, Masindi Hospital here, there are many. I said, but that is not enough. Because my strength is still there, my brains are still there. I said, what else? Many people have asked me, why do you go in leadership, especially the politics of today? I said, but what's the problem? Everybody is born a leader, is born a politician. Even in a family, there is politics. For example, in a home, it is the most disturbing politics, a dictatorship of one person, possibly a mother or a father. No, you can't sit on the same table and discuss what shall we eat today. One of the people will buy food and say, this is what we have to eat. You have no decision or discussion about it. So after consulting, they said, no, do you want to work from Masindi and going back to Kampala? I said, no, I want to stay in Masindi. So the only alternative was coming to chairman LC5, which everybody embraced. And I'm happy with the position of chairman LC5 Masindi district. I have tried to move around the district, consulting. People are extremely happy about it. But you cannot say that that is the truth, because somebody will say it is okay when actually it is not okay. You know, you can't understand somebody's inner thinking. So, but on the whole, I'm ready to serve Masindi district as chairman LC5. Yet also when I looked at the district in terms of leadership at chairman LC5, there are many needs, gaps, somebody may call them gaps. Like any other district, I can't tell, but Masindi We have a lot to do with the roads. We have to do a lot with our hospitals. A number of issues are coming up every day in our Masindi main hospital. And I feel soberly, if one has a zeal for the home, especially the tomorrow generation, one can do something. Wherever I go these days, I tell people we have had enough. We who are in the same age bracket or a little even lower. But now we must plan for the next generations. What will they find? Where will they start from? Let us build our Masindi, our Uganda, for the people to come, the next generations. And that is me, Wobusobozi Patrick. I can't say I'm 100%. On earth, you can never have somebody who is 100% good and you say, we have it all. No. But I feel I have a capacity to do my best and people to appreciate. Because I don't see why people should really go into issues of mismanagement of public resources. When you already, as I have said, you have had enough. What haven't I had? I've gone to school. I don't want to go back to school again. I have eaten everything, every food stuff. I don't want to eat anything more. In my small farm, at least I can pick everything I needed to eat. I am almost out of the bracket of paying fees. So my pension will be just for me and my wife. Possibly supporting also my grandchildren in case there is a need. But their parents, my children, are also doing their work. So I can't say much that there is really a reason why somebody, or some people, as they say, should manage public resources. We should do a difference. We should have a difference in the management of public resources. And then somebody should say, yes, somebody has a track record to talk about in good faith. That is Wobusobozi Patrick. I have heard all that, but as I started saying that it is not different from other districts. I can't say so and so because I have not been a part of them to prove that I don't have any evidence. And therefore I cannot really comment and say this is wrong because so and so did this, mismanaged funds here. But although the evidence is available when you go in the community, you see a lot that is wanting. For example, there is a bridge which I hear of in Pakanyi called the Tantara Bridge. That bridge, people have talked about it, that the district has spent money, but it has not been worked on. And of recent number, some people died. The last death was of a border younger man. And a lot was talked about it, that almost $1 billion was spent, but I don't have evidence about it. I can't say it is true, it is $1 billion. And I don't know who was responsible. But these are things which are common everywhere in the country. So to say that so and so, person B, person C, without evidence, it will be very unfortunate for me. Of course it is not okay, because this is a culture of corruption that has come, and it needs a lot of time and people to sit, especially leaders, not only from the office of the first office, but from the grassroots, to sit and say, no, this started and this should stop. So it is not as easy as such, because it is not a one-day thing that has come yesterday. It has been there. Go in every sector, every department of government. You will find it. I was in Mulago Hospital. Every day they were arresting people who were taking money to clinicians. 10,000, the clinician will work on you very fast. But that will never stop. despite the fact that if I use the health sector remunerations, at least by the time I started and by the time I left civil service, health workers are fairly paid. I'm using the word fairly, because people were badly off. The lowest a nurse was around 250,000. And what would you use that money for? So, but despite the fact that fairly health workers are breathing, but you still find somebody not attending to his work, somebody getting money from a patient. All that is corruption, stealing at work. So I'm not saying that it is only health workers, but I'm saying every department in the country. So if I zero down to Masindi, the same thing is. So as your question is, truly it needs a lot of time, a lot of input by every stakeholder, with the zeal actually to curb it, but it's not an easy task. Position is, of course, an overseer of every business. So I can't say this, I can't say health, I can't say agriculture, but I must be, to me, I believe somebody, a nation to be productive, somebody must be healthy. So if you are not healthy, if you are sick, automatically you can't be productive. So I will put a lot of energies on health, a lot of energies on infrastructure like road network, especially feeder roads, where Masindi, agricultural produce is coming from far rural areas where the roads are bad. So we need these people to access the market. And how? Is by building roads, good roads to ease the transportation of their products. I pray that, and I request always, that since we are looking at leaders, the best leaders, every time we look at the best leaders, it is a big problem because politics has been commercialized. Now, wherever you go, people are asking you for money. You may not have money like me. I don't have money to give. I have just offered myself. Now, if the community who are going to vote, they ask for money, then somebody is going to have, if he's serious and wants to take up a political position, by hook or crook, then somebody will sell his property to get money. And by selling the property, it will just mean that this person is looking for a business, is not going to serve. So the voter should not steal the leader, so that the leader does not steal the voter, the common man. Because the leader, once goes into leadership, will first of all replace, if he sold the land, let me buy my land first. But the monthly remuneration may not be as good as for him to do that. So the leader may be prompted to do what I've been calling mismanagement of public funds, which is completely wrong. So this is what I was saying, that corruption is from the lowest to the top. A common person is looking at a person who has declared himself to stand to produce money first for a vote. That means the person who has declared is going also to look for the money first. Now, where is service delivery? That's where the problem is. So I'm urging the public to desist from asking for money, so that let us tame the leaders, and we see if they can offer, serve, deliver the service promptly and at the right place. Of course, if that is true, and of course I have heard it, that is unfortunate. But the Secretariat, they should be sober enough to do the right thing. Because that is already creating a bad leadership. If you are the manager of the process that is going to create a leadership for the country, now why do you do funny things to create a situation that will bring wrong leaders to serve our nation? So the Secretariat should do the right thing to enable us who have declared themselves to do the right thing. Thank you.